Imagine looking behind you and in the distance seeing a slow-moving, aimless creature. What is it? Well, at first it doesn't notice you, and then after it catches your scent, it moves towards you faster than you think. And as you start to run away in fear, you realize that you hear the growls and moans of the creature that is chasing you. What is it? Well, this creature is none other than a zombie. I personally became interested in zombies at a very young age when I started watching shows like The Walking Dead, World War Z, and the original version of Night of the Living Dead that was made in 1968. I also have experience with the zombie phenomenon because I was once a zombie on the show The Walking Dead because my friend works on the show. Today, after listening to my speech, you all will be able to understand why zombies are so popular today. Today, I'll discuss how zombies have evolved in the way of special effects since 1968, and also why zombies are so popular. Zombies have evolved in the way of special effects since 1968 because one of the first most popular movies was George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. And the special effects that were used were very minimal. The only things they used were gray and blue paint, mortician's wax, and also they used chocolate syrup that was drizzled all over their faces and bodies to serve as blood. According to Jung Min Yu, in an article titled The Evolution of Zombies, a comparison of old and new zombie movie trailers, posted on the Visual Inquiry website, published on December 3rd, 2013, he stated that the makeup that was used back then to now has changed because zombies now look more natural than they did versus back in 1968. This is mainly shown in shows like The Walking Dead and a movie like World War Z. Also, with the new makeup, you get more of a sense of fear, or sometimes you can laugh when you see the zombies because the makeup is pretty funny on some of them, as you'll see in these next few pictures. Some of these are very scary. These two pictures here are from The Walking Dead, and this is from World War Z. This picture here shows more of a zombie that doesn't have too many gruesome effects as this one here, but as you can see, this one kind of looks a little more on the silly side, whereas these two give a sense of horror when you look at them. Special effects supervisor of The Walking Dead, Greg Nicotero, talked to Mike Ayers, and it was posted on the CNN website, which was accessed on February 17th, 2014, and he was talking about how long it took for him to do makeup on zombies. He said that it can work anywhere depending on how many zombies he has to do that day. If he has 6 to 7, he can spend a longer time on zombies. If he has 60 or 70 extras to do, him and his makeup artists will spend anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours working on zombies. Actually, this picture here is of Mr. Greg Nicotero himself. Whoop. This is Greg Nicotero as the zombie in The Walking Dead. Other effects that come into play with zombie culture is the editing and the lighting. With the editing, you can tell, based on movies back in 1968 and before the 21st century, zombies were slower. They gave you more of a sense of fear and a sense of hope that you could get away. Today's zombies are faster, and you can't really get away. The digital technology also comes into effect, because with the digital technology, you get more of a sense of horror because you can edit out parts of a zombie. So you can make them look more gruesome. To show the lighting, here's a picture from the 1968 version of Night of the Living Dead versus 28 days later. Zombies in 1968 were shot in darkness. They were draped in shadows. In 2002, we had zombies running in full daylight. This is different compared to how everything works back then, because zombies were only known to come out at night. Now, you find them during the day and at night. Another reason why, now I'm going to talk to you about why the zombie phenomenon is so popular. And the reason that it has become so popular is the significance of real-life events. One significance is the Vietnam War. And that played a very big part when Mr. Romero's Night of the Living Dead came out, because the audience could go to the movie screen, capture and connect with the gruesomeness that was on the movie screen to the pictures they were seeing on a nightly basis on their televisions at home. The other significant real-world event was September 11th, 2001. More than half of all zombie movies and TV shows that were made have come out since September 11th. Because we can relate wars, terrorism, and natural disasters to that of a zombie apocalypse. The reason why we can do this is because just like terrorists or any other disaster, zombies are unfamiliar to us. They don't see reason, we can't negotiate with them, and they have a drive to kill. According to an article written by Zoe DiGiorgio called "What Makes Zombies So Popular," posted on the Diamondback website, published on October 10th, 2013, she stated that one of the reasons why we are so into zombies is because the social order that has been in the world has been broken down, and you have to fight for your survival because of the zombies. That is one reason why The Walking Dead is so popular, because it's about a group of people who are constantly fighting for their lives. And according to my survey, 71% of you have watched The Walking Dead. I'm not quite sure which season you all have seen, but you all get the idea that The Walking Dead is a fight for survival, and that you always have to look over your shoulder to make sure you don't have one of these creatures following you. So, in conclusion, hopefully you all will be able to understand why the zombie phenomenon is so popular today, and why it won't be leaving television or movie screens in the near future. I have discussed why the zombies have evolved greatly since 1968, and why they have become so popular. And to close it, I would like to leave you with a quote from George A. Romero, the director of the 1968 version of Night of the Living Dead, where he once stated in an interview, "We're the living dead."